You're watching Connect with me, Jujhar Singh. Today we're going to talk about Cambridge Analytica, which is very much in the news, and the website they relied on to do all the stuff that's getting them into controversy. How the person who did it all, Michael Kosinski, using the software to find out what are your likes and dislikes on social media like Twitter and Facebook, and using it to help political parties and others. Not very.
You have a deep relationship with them, and you cannot deny this. But do you spy on Rahul Gandhi ji? Do you know his movements? That's an absurd argument, Gopal.
Whom he is meeting? Yeah, it is Rahul Gandhi should.
No, but clearly you seem to know his
scams in this country.
Why don't you disclose the information in the public?
There are so many scams, big scams that keep coming up in this country. I'm prepared to believe that somewhere along here also, kuch na kuch to ho raha hoga.
Of course. So the point is that let's talk about the big companies which provide and which helps the maximum users to get a data mining process, to get indulged in data mining process like Google and Facebook. Yeah. They have services on the web where you can target user specifically. If I talk about creating an ad campaign and I want a user from, let's say, New Jersey in US and want to connect with them and want to show them specifically. So if I talk about Facebook, Facebook itself gives the data that what interest of people you want to target, whether you want to target Republicans or whether which type of people or the people who are following which politician you want to target. They always give this data up front. Plus, what has been in the issue is.
But where is it legal? Where is it not? You see,
so
as Joita was pointing on, data mining is normal. In fact,
yes.
It's a useful tool, right? But where does it cross the limits of legality?
So when it comes to doing illegitimate things, when it comes to
what is illegal?
Jujhar, I just want to mention
Karnika,
a small point.
I want to clarify. A quick note from Karnika, I'll come to you. Yeah. Where does it cross the line of legality?
Yes. Now, when a consumer is made aware that these are the things that are going to be done with your data, this is the data we are collecting, and this is the process that will happen, and then it may be disclosed or transferred in certain circumstances.
But this itself is a little bit of a whitewash because, Karnika, as you know, when I sign up on Facebook or Twitter, anything else, there are reams of very fine print of rules and regulations.
Absolutely.
And how many people bother reading it?
Exactly, that is the thing.
So we don't really know what we're signing up for.
It has to be done in a very conspicuous manner. It has to be done very, very explicitly.
No, but the question is very subtle here. That whenever you place a data to any Facebook or any social media, then you say for what it can be used.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
The laws in the country.
They are doing that mixed in with 500 lines of
with the now privacy being a fundamental right, this is another dimension that privacy is now a fundamental right.
They have transferred that data to other companies. And those companies have used it for specifically targeting and profiling people and selling those profiles to political parties. That's the question.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
Illegal.
Let's take a quick break.
They are selling to political parties.
When we come back, we look at two things. Look ahead. Number one, what is it that we as individual users can do to protect ourselves? Number two, how do we make these companies more accountable in the way they disseminate information to users and potential users so that they know what they're signing up for? We'll just take a very short break. We'll come back and talk about that. So your and mine, social media information is out there in the public domain, and apparently there's a risk it can be sold like it has been done in the United States. But here in India, we also have something called an Aadhaar card, which has run into controversy because people are worried that that information is also a little bit too much. Joita, what do you think? Is there too much of our lives and our private information out there?
It's already out there. I mean, much before Aadhaar, the minute you go onto internet, your information is out there because you're using the internet to go to your, for your bank accounts, to send emails. So your information is already out there. As we were talking, except for your fingerprints, your internet has everything. So to say that Aadhaar is breaching your privacy is frankly a joke in this day and age when the World Wide Web has each and every of your information possible.
In fact, it has more.
In fact, it has more.
Except for the fingerprints.
Except for the fingerprints.
What the question here is, the Facebook has all the data. Twitter has many data. We spend by credit card, our expenditure data is there, then through browsing, etc. There is lot of information on the internet already available about everybody. The question is how that information is sold to the third party, and how that third party uses it for what activity. That has to be authorized and authenticated. That the data is given to the third party by those service providers like Facebook, etc. only based on their consent, and second, to the authorized buyer and a legal system, transparent system, and then how that third party uses it, what purpose that has to be. The issue here is that has been used for profiling constituency wise and selling that profile to the political party like Congress, etc. That's the main issue, is whether Congress tried to buy that and engage this Cambridge Analytica for political purpose for election 2019, or whether this newfound this support system that they are finding on Twitter.
Very quick response from Mohammed Khan, because
their services.
Because Mohammed Khan, the news came out recently that Rahul Gandhi's Twitter account's been boosted because of bots. Now, I mean, why is the Congress party running into so many social media controversies?
Well, before I begin, Jujar, let me preface by saying this. गोपाल भाई, मैं हमेशा आपकी इतना आदर और सम्मान करता हूं, मैं कभी इंटरप्ट नहीं करता जब आप बोलते, तो आप मेरी भी बात इस बात पूरी सुनिएगा. पहली बात, all of these accusations being made against Rahul Gandhi are completely false, and I'll tell you why. You know, the people who funded the increase of drive in his followers after we started attacking the Prime Minister directly, it was the BJP's IT cell. Because half the people we saw migrate as followers were their original followers. That was the surprising thing. And then they leak the story that we are buying followers. Gopal bhai, अब आप मेरी बात सुन लीजिए.
So you're thanking the BJP.
दूसरी बात, I'll tell you something. No, I'll tell you, of course, he attacked us and I didn't interrupt him. I let him have his say. Two, I find this argument, you're saying that Aadhaar is safe, to be completely absurd. To say that your data is available elsewhere, that's why you should give your data mandatorily under Aadhaar, is the worst possible argument you can make. Aadhaar has been proven to be an unsafe system. The UIDIA has filed 51 FIRs last year for breach of data, for security hacks.
Data privacy.
Now, you are saying that
we are discussing the political misuse of data.
1 second, very quickly, because you're running out of time. Karnika, okay, as a user now, what do I do? Okay, how do I, my information is already out there. Now in future from now on, what can I do to limit the potential damage to myself?
Well, we have to be very careful of what we post on the net. There's a lot of information the social media sites ask us to give, and at the same time there are also a lot of information which we voluntarily put on the web. So we should know where are the limits we'd like to draw. Especially a lot of people, I've also seen people putting a lot of financial information on their desktops, and there are keyloggers today. They can be easily, breached. There's no 100% security on the web.
And finally, Jatin, let me just ask you, now what about all these social media and other companies as well? How can the rules be tightened so that, there's less chance that they might be misusing our data, and that they are able to inform viewers and people who are using them more clearly about what they're signing up for?
So how we can do that is what I feel like none of the people, I would say very less people right now on this whole new generation knows that there has been a wave going on right now called second generation of internet. So first generation of internet is right now what we are experiencing, which is data breach, and single companies having all of the data, everything being centralized system. Now what is happening is there is a wave called blockchain technology is happening, right? In blockchain technology, every data is not centralized, it's decentralized. So there are things which can be implemented like blockchain technology at the back end, that not one party or not one company holds all of the data. Everything is centralized, or everything is decentralized.
Right.
It's been distributed in the users, and users control their data by themselves.
While encryption is important, I agree.
Of course.
Encryption is important, no doubt, but then there are also rules in the country. With the 9-judge bench that we have, the privacy is a fundamental right.
Of course, true.
And the service providers ought to know that when they give away information of a consumer, have they got the explicit consent from them in a proper manner or not? is a key question.
I think
the government has come out with very important.
Run out of time.
For 30 seconds, government has come out. Government has come out with the global data protection laws. That is the document government is coming out, and so that strong laws are being put into the place.
I think it's very much the need of the hour. I mean, imagine, we normally use the internet and we use our personal computers to keep our own information safe. But you heard one of our guests saying that even what you put on your desktop may be accessible and therefore not safe. Maybe it's back to use these pieces of papers and pens once again. Thanks very much to all our guests for joining us. Thank you for watching as well.